campus of Newark Memorial High School, where tonight high school basketball takes center stage on Bay TV as the James Logan Colts face the Newark Memorial Cougars. Both teams are 14-4 on the season, but more importantly, both teams are 4-0 in league play. Hello everyone, I'm Dave Cox along with Charles and Curry, and it would be hard to top last week's Bellarmine St. Ignatius team in terms of excitement, but these two teams have the potential to do just that.
Yeah, and this is the kind of game that you'll look back on when the playoffs come around and say, you know, the reason we won the league is because we won that game that night. Both teams are capable of winning, ranked in the Bay Area polls. Should be a great game for Bay TV.
The guy you've got to be looking forward to seeing for James Logan is Mark Miller, not only known for his scoring, but also for his intelligence.
Yeah, he's a 4.0 GPA, one of those players that also scores 20 points per game. That's a lot of production. Probably a Division II prospect, one of those guys that really has to step it up tonight and have a big game if they're going to get the win.
It's a more balanced scoring attack for Newark Memorial. They have a couple of guys that can get it done in J.C. Meyer and Kahari Lands.
Yeah, they're a lot alike at 6'5", averaging 17 and 14 points per game. Two players that you really need to play well. Myers has knocked down 28 three-point baskets, so he can really hurt you from the outside. You have to keep someone in his face because if you don't, he can make you play. They should play well tonight.
Craig Ashbourne is in his 8th season as the head coach of Newark Memorial, and they have really come on the last couple of seasons under his guidance.
Yeah, 45-11 over the last 2 years has them headed in the right direction. He knows that his team is very talented, and they will be put to the test tonight because Logan is also pretty good.
Blake Chong is his 5th year at James Logan, and they are a perennial power, but he really feels that this might be his best squad.
Yeah, Logan's known for a football power. They were the section runner-up in football, but his basketball team is also pretty good, and we'll find out just how good tonight against Newark.
All right, it's a packed house here at Newark Memorial High School. This should be a great game with tons of excitement. We're ready. I hope you are too. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the start of tonight's game in just a moment.
Walk on the wild side with the Outdoor Gazette. Outdoorsman Charlie West will take you on an adventure, anywhere from across the globe to right here at home. Hunting, fishing, diving. Enjoy the best the outdoors has to offer. If fishing's your game, if you love a wet ride, and aren't afraid of anything, explore them all on the Outdoor Gazette. Saturday and Sunday at 6. Follow your compass to Bay TV, your TV. Cable channel 35 on most systems.
What's black and white and red all over? The Wall Street Journal. Now you can watch it.
The Wall Street Journal Report, using the worldwide resources of the Wall Street Journal.
On television, with issues concerning your life, your money, your business.
Bay TV.
I knew that TCI was the leader in premium cable service, but I found out that TCI's Media Services Division really goes the extra mile to help small businesses. Here at the Santa Barbara Grill, we have one of the most innovative menus in the Bay Area, and we wanted people to know about it. Bay Cable Advertising, the local TCI Media Services company, helped us out in that area. They worked closely with us to create a successful TV campaign that's gained our business a lot of recognition in the community. Business is great, and we owe a good amount of our success to the people at TCI.
Get in on all the action of live thoroughbred racing every Wednesday through Sunday at Bay Meadows Racetrack in San Mateo. For more information, call 650-574-RACE.
It's Tuesday, and payday's not until next Friday. I need money now.
When you need cash, you need Cash and Go. Cash and Go will advance you $100, $200, even $300 cash until your next payday. There's no complicated paperwork and no catch. All you need is a job and a checking account. And normally you can get your money within 15 minutes. Get the cash you need when you need it. Cash and Go in Union City, Dublin, and Vallejo.
It's that easy.
Welcome back to jam-packed Newark Memorial High School. You see these teams are 14-4, and this place is rocking tonight. This should be a great game tonight. The enthusiasm is here. Here is the examiner poll for this week. James Logan at 14, Newark Memorial, an honorable mention team. So look for either one of these teams if they can pull off a win to really move up in those polls. They're getting set now to name tonight's starting lineups. We'll take you down to the floor announcer for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Newark Memorial High School. This NBAL match features two undefeated squads, the Colts from James Logan against the Cougars of Newark Memorial. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First, the visitors, the James Logan Colts.
Starters. Well, I'll tell you, this place is really rocking tonight, Charlton. A lot of enthusiasm here. It's great to see the school spirit. Both these teams well represented here in the stands, and this is going to be a very loud gymnasium tonight.
Yeah, we've seen some great enthusiasm this year. All of the games on Bay TV. This crowd may make a difference in a turnover or two. Should be an exciting game to watch.
Teams heading out to center court, ready to jump center. There are your referees for tonight's game, Steve Johnston and Rock Owens. And here's another look at how the starters match up. Miller will be guarding J.C. Meyer. That's going to be a great matchup. J.C. Meyer, not only a good inside player, but he also can hit from three-point land. Ezra Holmes jumps center for James Logan and wins the tap. Logan in their black with red and white trim. Newark in their home white with blue and gold trim. Here's Mark Miller up top, number 34. With the drive. No good. The tip, no good again. The Cougars battle for the board. Charles Ferguson, but it's taken away by Rubin. From the outside, no good. Logan will get a fresh 35 as Edom hustles after the ball, but the Cougars take it away. The rebound by Edom.
Well, Logan has most of the hustle. You saw them with the rebounds, the extra shots, and then Newark coming away with a missed basket, and Logan again with another good rebound.
First foul of the night. And that goes against J.C. Meyer.
Boy, if crashing the boards is any indication, James Logan has really hit the boards extremely hard tonight. If they can keep that advantage throughout the remainder of this ball game, it's going to be really tough for Newark.
Miller averages 0 for 20 points a game. Also a good free throw shooter. He's already been offered a scholarship to UC Riverside, but he's turned that down. Would love to go to a Division I school. And with grades like he has, he may just do that. 2-0 Logan with the early lead.
Yeah, definitely, Dave. When you have grades like 4.0, a lot of schools are interested in you because they like you for more than just your athletic ability.
Newark setting up their half-court offense for the first time tonight. The lob pass stolen by Miller. And here come the Colts back on the attack.
Miller's already making his presence felt. Really good on the boards. 6 rebounds per game. Very aggressive as well.
Into the table comes Ezra Holmes.
What do you know? I have a basketball.
Still 2-0. Shot no good. Miller with the rebound. Good job defensively by Miller that time on J.C. Meyer. Miller with his first rebound of the night. James Logan with a 2-0 lead. Ezra Holmes up top. Both teams coming out with man-to-man defense right here. Logan known for their man-to-man, swarming full-court pressure. There's a 3, no good. That was Rubin. The tip-in is good.
We talked about that before. The rebound is going to be a factor. And you see Logan crashing the boards. And at this time, Newark hasn't been able to box it. You have to get a body on someone, especially for the rebounds.
Miller has 4. Ezra Holmes with a chance for the dunk.
A big-time dunk by Holmes on the road. Getting off to a great start for James Logan. Some great hops on the young man, too.
Good defense by the Colts. Newark has yet to really get a good look at the basket out of the half-court offense.
Well, there's always a hand in their face. Logan's playing really good defense. Part of playing good defense is just moving your feet. You see a lot of that movement by James Logan.
Ball tipped out of bounds, going to stay with Newark.
Well, talk about slam dunking the basketball, something that everybody loves to have at least the ability to say that they can do it. But this is how you do it with authority. The big guy going up and above the rim, something you can't teach. A lot of that is just having the DNA to get up and do it. And, well, when you're that size, it makes it much easier.
6-0 the score. Newark still trying to get on the board here on the home floor. Charles Ferguson with the ball up top. Meyer on a drive. Doesn't get it. Battle for the offensive boards and a push-off called on the Cougars. Adrian Kelly with his first personal foul. Miller knew it right away and headed down to the other end of the floor. PJ Skarlanik checks in now for Newark.
We talked about Miller earlier, too, the 4.0 GPA, and he's very smart as he goes down inside again with the basket.
Miller down low, an easy basket. He's got 6, and the lead is 8-0 for the Colts.
You see, a smart player knows how to find position on the floor, and Miller has done that on the offensive end, and then he comes back and does it again on the defensive side.
Charles Ferguson a little bit long. Skarlanik underneath, no good. It's Edom with the board now. Quickly, the Colts get it to Miller. Ezra Holmes with an offensive board and a foul called underneath. This is going to go against James Logan. Ezra Holmes doing a great job on the offensive boards right there. The foul call will go against Kahari lands.
There's nothing like hustle. You can't teach it. When you have the size, when you have the players that are able to get up and bang the boards, it makes it extremely difficult if you don't box out, and Newark hasn't done that.
Pat Johnson checks in for Newark Memorial now. Charles Ferguson will take a seat inbound to Holmes, and he throws it in. Oh, yeah, he's strong underneath, and it's 10-0 now.
And he knows he's good, too. If Newark can't get on the board with this possession, they need a timeout coming back down.
Lands holding the ball up top. Now it's Pat Johnson. Purnell has to hustle after the ball. The shot clock is at 10.
There is just nowhere to pass the ball. The lanes are collapsed.
Finally, Newark breaks free. The tip in goes down for Lands. To the third opportunity for Newark Memorial.
Well, that's good hustle by Lance, trying to make sure that he's in the right position to get the rebound. He was able to do that and gets it on the board for his team.
Miller muscles it up underneath. He has 8 points now for James Logan, and it's 12-2.
Okay, we talked about Miller being maybe a Division II prospect, but right now he does everything that Division I coaches look for. Has the size, 6'6", 215. Also the smarts to go down and play well.
Kahari lands with a good drive to the basket, but doesn't get it to drop. He'll have to earn these from the line. Holmes fouled him. His first personal foul. That's the first team foul against the Logan Colts.
Yeah, Newark's deciding that in order to stay in this game, they're going to have to go right to the basket and try to get the foul. And that chance, you see it happen for them. And they're going to have to do that more throughout this ballgame if they're going to have a chance to win.
Land's first free throw is well off the mark.
That was
J.C. Meyer checking back in along with Charles Ferguson for the Cougars.
Now, Lance averages 14 points per game, but he's only shooting 45% from the line. Has to have more practice in the gym to get better.
And this one sticks on the rim. How do you like that?
Just as we talked about him needing to practice, he sticks it on his side, so.
Here's a look at the matchup tonight in terms of points per game. Very even defensively. Logan scores about 5 points more a game offensively, however. So far, the defense for Logan has really been the difference here in the early going as they lead it by 10 with 3:19 to go in the first quarter. J.C. Meyer with the ball in the corner. Here's Charles Ferguson now for Newark, driving the baseline, kicking it over. And the basket good by Johnson. Nice pass by Ferguson.
If Johnson had the right idea, go down low, make them come at you, get up under the basket, box out, and get it off the glass.
Oh, a great feed that time, but an offensive foul. Edom with a pretty pass, but he gets called for the offensive foul. And Newark with an opportunity to creep back into the game right here at 12-4.
Well, definitely a chance for Newark to start believing in themselves, doing some things right, getting a little bit closer to the production that Logan has come out here with.
J.C. Meyer with his first basket of the night, and it's now 12-6. Almost a steal for Lands. Miller loose, gets the roll. Miller has 10, but look out the other way. Lands doesn't get it. Miller with his third rebound. You don't want to blink against these two teams.
That's true. Lands was just a little bit too eager to go down and make something exciting happen. Should have taken his time and given up the dribble.
Offensive foul up top on Edom. That's his second. Used the elbow to spin away from J.C. Meyer that time.
Definitely good with the ball. Trying to do a lot for his ball club. Sometimes just a little bit erratic. You want to see him get that under control. But one of those players that has no fear in him. He'll take it to the big guys. Doesn't scare him at all.
Chris Reyna brings it up now for Newark. A three blocked. Miller has the ball. Barrett rejected that one.
There was a hand on his face, and we've talked about that too, Dave. Logan's contesting everything, making Newark shoot from the outside. Newark has had success inside, but that time they set up for the outside shot.
2 minutes to go in this quarter. An 8-point lead for Logan. Miller loose again. Look out. He's got 12 here in the first quarter.
Yeah, he needs to know that he's not going to be bothered too much down inside. He's going to keep doing that until they can stop him, and Newark's going to have to put a big body on him, and they haven't done that as of yet.
They've got to find a way to stop him. Shot from the outside, no good. There's Miller with the rebound. Miller with his 4th rebound of the night.
You know, we talked to the coach for Logan before the game. Miller, again, the Division II prospect, wants to go to Division I, turn down UC Riverside. And now
Michael Barrett.
Now we're seeing why, because he's playing at the same level that you expect from a Division I player.
1 minute to go now in the quarter. Lands misses, but there's Johnson. Johnson has been very active off the bench. And it's 18-8 now. Under a minute. Cross court, it goes to Miller. Logan with a turnover. That's just their 2nd turnover here in the first quarter.
And that's really impressive, too, because they're really up and down the court. And oftentimes, when you're aggressive and hustling up and down the court, you might expect a turnover or two, but they've handled the ball extremely well. And Newark, even though they're trying to get back in this ball game, it just looks right now that Logan is the much better team.
Antoine Washington whistled for the personal foul.
Well, you know, we saw a really competitive game last week for Bay TV, St. Ignatius, and also Bellarmine. And then it's good to see the competition level across the Bay. And Logan and Newark are really athletic teams, and probably more than what we saw at St. Ignatius and also Bellarmine. And you can see that right now the talent level is really tremendous.
J.C. Meyer up top for Newark. Tries to bounce it down to Ferguson. Ferguson with the fadeaway.
Good look by Ferguson, averaging 8 points per game. 6 feet, 175-pound junior. So he'll be back next year and a really fine athlete.
The pass stolen by Meyer. He bounces it ahead to Lands. Did you see that? At the buzzer. They count it. Manuel Ramos hits one at the buzzer to take a little momentum away from Newark. An exciting first quarter. 20-12 at the end of one. We'll be back with more in just a moment. There's another look at that slam. Great pass from Meyer to Lands.
But talk about power, the ability to get up and slam it through with authority. And that woke up his team. But then Logan comes right back, and Ramos knocks down a nice basket to end the first period.
So the lead is 8. They could have kept that at 6. Newark would have had a little momentum. They come out fired up and come up with a steal. That's the 4th turnover by Logan. Newark starting to turn it up defensively. Nice pass to Lands. Can't get the shot off clean. And the other way it comes. Darrell Hampton in the open floor, but he throws it away. That's 3 straight times down the floor that Logan has turned it over, except for the buzzer beater by Ramos.
Yeah, he had the right idea on that last break. You always want to get down the middle lane and spot your opening man in the trailer position. He spotted him, but could not hit him, and therefore the turnover. But good idea by Logan. You're going to see more of that in this ball game.
You see the turnovers here in the early going.
We've seen some really impressive slam dunks so far, too.
Meyer can hit. Ezra Holmes has his 2nd rebound for James Logan. Here's Miller now. What a first quarter for him. He had 12 points. Newark's got to find an answer for him.
Miller averages 20 and knocking down that many in the first.
Miller tries a 3, no good. The rebound goes to Darrell Hampton for James Logan, but Meyer takes it away from him. Ahead it goes to Ferguson. Ferguson doesn't get it to drop. Holmes comes from behind and disrupts his shot.
Yeah, that was really good effort by Holmes, the big guy, to get down the court, knowing that the layup was going to happen, but putting up the defense prevented that from happening. Now Logan comes back with another opportunity.
Meyer tries to take the charge, but the Cougars take it away and then turn it back over themselves. Got a timeout taken right here by James Logan. .6:28 to go here in the second quarter. It's 20-12, Logan.
It's amazing how
comes Newark trying to creep back in the ball game, down by 8. They trailed by 10 most of the first quarter after falling behind 8-0 in the early going. Charles Ferguson up top. The bounce pass goes down to Lands. His turnaround off the mark. Offensive board, no good, and Miller ends up with the ball. Got bumped, might have traveled, no call either way.
Yeah, that was a good no call. You don't want to penalize a player for being aggressive, and there's some banging going on down his side, and he's just a bigger guy and able to get away with it.
Logan trying to make something here. Newark's had an opportunity to come back with these turnovers, but they still trail it by 8.
They're playing good man defense right now, really keeping a hand and a body on the James Logan players, making it difficult.
Miller pulls up. The rebound to Jason Purnell. Newark pushing the pace. Purnell with a bounce to Land. He kisses it in off the window.
Now Purnell did two good things. Number one, got the ball into the middle of the paint. Number two, he slowed down and waited for his teammates to fill the lane, gets the dish off, and the basket. Excellent execution.
The lead is trimmed to 6 now. And Logan turns it over again. That's their 8th turnover.
You know, it was defense that helped Logan jump out to the big league, and now Newark using defense to get right back into the ball game. Transition happening, defense, rebounding, and now they have a chance to cut the lead even more.
Yeah, big possession right here for the Cougars. They're trying to keep their crowd in the game. That's a big part of the momentum here tonight. J.C. Meyer gets loose on the baseline. Oh, pretty move. Up and under with a spin. 20-16 now. And the Colts turn it over again.
Talked about the defense helping Newark get back in the ball game. Meyer down with a nice roll up under the basket, coming back down the court for Logan, and then Newark moving their feet, getting into the passing lanes, causing turnovers.
Charles Ferguson takes an extra step.
Yeah, he wanted to stop and go, but just moved his feet a little bit too much. Had the right idea, but you have to always stay in control. The officials will definitely call that.
And I think overall at the high school level, they're a little bit touchier in terms of shuffling your feet on a dribble. You saw the turnovers right there. Logan having a little trouble taking care of the ball all of a sudden, as this one good by Janau Rubin, his first basket of the night. Good job by Logan to find the open man. The lead is 6 for the Colts. Newark Memorial trying to pull it to within 4. The rebound goes to Rubin. And here comes James Logan now on the open floor. Newark takes it away. The Colts return the favor, and they get the putback. Hampton got it to drop. Oh, at the other end, Ferguson quickly. And we may have a goaltending call. I'm not sure what they're going to call right here.
Well, definitely fast break basketball is what we're seeing right now. Both teams know how to get the ball into the transition and get it up and down the court. Unfortunately, the home team doesn't like the call.
They're going to count the basket right there. So it's 24-18. I thought they were perhaps going to call offensive goaltending.
Yeah, so did I.
Right there.
So did I. And it could have been.
Newark takes it away. Johnson ends up with the ball. J.C. Meyer pulls it to within 4.
Now there's the reason that he scores 17 points per game.
Ezra Holmes, almost an offensive foul on him. The battle for the board. Still loose. It's a tie-up. Wow, this game going back and forth, and now it's a 4-point game. .257 to go in the half. Miller hasn't scored in the quarter. That's been part of the reason Newark's been able to come back. They've been able to shut him down a little bit.
Notice that Coach Ashmore for Newark was out on the floor talking to the officials. I guess there was a wet spot, and you see them trying to clean it up right now. But he definitely spotted something from the sideline because he was all the way on the court.
There's Craig Ashmore. You see his overall career record at 101 and 80, but the last couple of years is where he has really come on. You look at that, 45 and 11 over the past 2 years. So he's really got this Newark program going. And a win here tonight would be huge for them. J.C. Meyer, that's a 3. It's a 1-point game.
Talked about Myers coming into the ball game. He had knocked down 28 3-point baskets. So chalk up another one from really good range on the outside.
Newark playing some swarming defense now. James Logan has it up top. They led by 10 most of the first quarter, but Miller sticks a 3 at the other end. He's got 15 points.
When you talk about being a leader for your ball club, giving you points when you need them, he did it in the beginning, and now when Newark gets close.
Another 3, it's Chris Reyna. It's raining threes in here now, 27-26.
You love to see the 3-point basket on the high school level when a guy can just knock it down from anywhere on the court.
Great pass to Miller from Michael Barrett. Miller has 17 now.
See, Miller knows that he's the go-to guy. Every time Logan has a chance to come back and respond to Newark trying to make a rush here at home, they find the big guy, and he's making dividends.
There's a foul call just as the pass went into the corner. This is going to go against Logan. And it goes against Darrell Hampton, his first.
Well, Dave, this is really the kind of game that you love seeing. We've seen 3-point baskets by both teams. We've also seen slam dunks. We've seen teams in the transition on the fast breaks. And that's really impressive by both ball clubs to be so equally matched.
1:38 to go in the half now. It's 29-26. Logan up by 3. Another 3-point shot, this time off the mark by Reyna, but he hustles after his own miss. Great effort right there. Lands, finds Ferguson, wide open underneath.
Good backdoor pass by Lance. Look at Ferguson, cherry picking under the basket, but good vision and good decision.
A 1-point game. There's the steal by Purnell. Newark can take the lead. Meyer loses it in the open floor. 3-on-1 the other way. Oh, nice scoop in by Barrett.
Are you kidding me? Had 3-on-1, decided to keep it himself, had the little give and go, and had the skills to finish on the transition. Really impressed with the decision making by that young man.
And that's right, this is high school basketball. J.C. Meyer sticks the 3. Newark right back in this ball game. 31-31. The pass goes long. We're tied. 26 seconds to go in the second quarter. The shot clock is turned off. Newark has not led in this ball game. If they can do it right here, they'll go into the locker room with the lead.
Oh, the crowd will go crazy if they can take the lead at the end of this ball game. Excuse me, at the end of this half.
Purnell shakes loose and hits. 2 seconds. That's the half. Purnell gives Newark a lead after falling behind 8-0 in the first quarter. They've come all the way back.
Excellent basketball. Just what you wanted on Bay TV.
Wow, what a first half here at Newark Memorial High School. Don't go away. We'll be back with more action in just a moment.
Walk on the wild side with the Outdoor Gazette. Outdoorsman Charlie West will take you on an adventure. Anywhere from across the globe to right here at home. Hunting, fishing, diving. Enjoy the best the outdoors has to offer. If fishing's your game, if you love a wet ride, and aren't afraid of anything, explore them all on the Outdoor Gazette. Saturday and Sunday at 6. Follow your compass to Bay TV, your TV. Cable channel 35 on most systems.
Cutbacks, reductions, restructuring. No matter what you call it, the push for profits is draining the healthcare industry. Fortunately, our not-for-profit Washington Hospital healthcare system invests its revenues back into the system. That's good for you. It's great for our community. To register for our January 27th proper diet and exercise class, call today.
Hi, I'm Stormin' Norman. Come on inside and let me show you why we're more than just a camper shell store. We build shells here to give you a quick service, painted to match, and designed to meet your needs. In addition, we can trick up your truck with lumber racks, bed liners, trailer hitches, running boards, and more. So come on in and shop in the comfort of an indoor showroom, staffed by efficient, courteous personnel with over 50 years of combined truck accessory experience. Remember, it's Stormin' Norman's Camper Shell Center at 1355 North 10th Street, San Jose.
If your drain backed up, you'd call Roto-Rooter to fix it. But who would you call if, say, your toilet broke? Or your water heater busted? Or your bathtub sprung a leak? The same guys. Roto-Rooter. We do plumbing. Yeah, you can throw that in, too.
Great first half, 33-31. Logan led most of the half, but Newark comes back and takes a little momentum away from them with that great buzzer beater by Jason Purnell. Great job by Newark to find the open man, to not lose their composure early in that first quarter and to come back.
Yeah, they realized how to get back into this ball game, and that's taking it right at Logan. Get down inside, try to get the short jumper. They were successful doing that.
All right, so 33-31 the score at the half. Let's go to Evan White now for a Bay TV News update.
Channel. Fine dining can be as convenient as your kitchen with Master Chef know-how. Take a seat in Capriol's Cafe. Culinary wizard Capriol Pence will teach you the trade secrets that make ordinary dishes extraordinary. Look easy? It can be, with tips from this master chef. Bring the aroma and flavor of fine dining into your kitchen. See what's cooking on Capriol's Cafe Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10 on Bay TV, your TV. Cable channel 35 on most systems. Do you dare to go for it? Mountain climbing, shark diving, bungee jumping. Teresa Roncon and Kevin Flynn take you around the globe to go for it. See the hot spots and prime locations as they take on the challenge of the latest extreme sports. Is it worth the thrill? Just ask our own Mr. Involvement, Vernon Glenn. So just go for it. Saturday and Sunday at noon on Bay TV, your TV. Channel 35 on most cable systems.
What's black and white and red all over? The Wall Street Journal. Now you can watch it.
The Wall Street Journal Report, using the worldwide resources of the Wall Street Journal.
On television, with issues concerning your life, your money, your business, your family, your government, your future.
Join us.
The Wall Street Journal Report, because it's not all black and white.
Saturday at 8 and 6:30 on Bay TV.
Hi, I'm Jan Wall. This weekend on Talking Pictures, Robert Duvall's newest film is The Apostle. He produced it, wrote it, directed it, and stars in it. You will have him on the show, My Interview with Mr. Robert Duvall. Plus, director Arthur Hiller will be here. He directed Love Story, Plaza Suite, Outrageous Fortune, The Americanization of Emily, The In-Laws. We'll dish about Hollywood and film preservation. It's Talking Pictures this weekend on Bay TV.
Teams are out of the locker room and getting set for the second half of play. Terrific first half here at Charlton. We saw some great athletic moves by these teams, some great slam dunks for both teams, trying to take momentum and spirit away from the other team. But it was really some big three-point shots near the end of that first half that really made the difference. Newark came down and hit a couple, and then Mark Miller actually got one for James Logan that took a little momentum back away for the Colts.
Anytime you come into a ball game that's so evenly matched and you have players that can knock down threes, they also get going in the transitions. That really sets you up for a great ball game. Watch Miller for Logan, good ball control. They find him out, gets the open shot, and then he knocks down the three. We talked about his ability to lead before. That's a really big basket for you.
Great first half for Miller. He had 17 points. Neither team at the free throw line much. They were letting them play. The rebounds in favor of James Logan, but the threes in favor of Newark, and the turnovers for James Logan had to be a concern for Blake Chong in the locker room.
Yeah, because hustle, you always need hustle, and anytime your team is being out hustled, you don't want to see that. You want to see more effort by your ball club. I think they're going to get more of that here in the second half, though.
3 threes in the first half for Newark. Here's one of the big ones right here that took some momentum away by Chris Reyna.
How do you answer a three? You come back and you get your own. Reyna knocking down another one from the outside for Newark. Gets the crowd back into the ball game. The team has played much better defense since then, too.
Here's the leading scorers. Miller with 17. J.C. Meyer had 12. Lands and Ferguson each had 6 for Newark. Barrett had 4. Ezra Holmes had 4 for James Logan. So a very even ball game right now. And if you're Newark, you've got to be breathing a sigh of relief after falling way behind. And Craig Ashmore didn't use a timeout during that stretch when they fell behind. He stayed calm. He kept his team relaxed, and they came back. Great job.
And that was the impressive thing about it, too, because these are high school players. They're not college kids. They're very composed. And anytime you don't get the timeout, you need your team to respond, and they did exactly that.
All right, well, we're ready for the third quarter to start now. The teams have finished their warm-up tosses, and we are ready to go for quarter number 3 here at Newark Memorial High School. And this is a packed house. We've seen some excitement in the gyms we've been in so far in the last 3 weeks here on Bay TV for high school basketball, but this one may take the cake. These kids are really coming out here and showing their school spirit.
And Logan is not very far from Newark Memorial, so a lot of these kids go to the same elementary schools, and they have the chance to see each other in the neighborhoods. And anytime you get that type of situation where the parents may know each other, the kids know each other, it makes a great atmosphere for a ball game.
So here we go with quarter number 3. Logan trailing for the first time all night.
The way this game started, would you have ever believed that Logan would ever see the lower end of the score?
Well, they came out red hot defensively, but Newark found some answers, found a way to get back in the ball game. And here we go with quarter number 3. Anthony Edom with the ball. He had to sit out much of the second quarter after picking up his second foul early on in the second quarter. This is Ezra Holmes finding Miller. Miller, who had 17 points in the first half, misses his first shot of the third quarter, but Logan comes up with the rebound and sticks the jumper. That's Rubin.
Back where they started rebounding, got them into the transition, also got them second and third looks at the basket, and they come out and start again. The second half, the same way they played in the first half.
We're tied back up now at 33 all. It's Jason Purnell who hit that buzzer beater to give Newark its lead going into the locker room. Kahari Lands, who had the exciting dunk in the first half. We saw a couple of real nice throwdowns by these high school players. Lands will try a three and sticks it.
The only defense you have for a three-point shooter is to put a hand in his face, and if you can't do that, you're not going to stop him.
Holmes, double pumps, and strips it away with the rebound. Whistle, offensive foul.
A little bit physical down inside. Players trying to establish some room. That time it was just called. But we also saw in the first half of this ball game, there were some players being knocked to the floor because of the physical play, trying to establish some room down inside, and we may see more of that here in the second half as well.
Newark spreading it out a little bit against the Logan defense.
If you don't see the intensity that you saw in the first half.
Purnell doesn't hit. The rebound goes to Michael Barrett. Edom doesn't hit. Lands comes down with the board. Running the floor. Gets it to Ferguson.
Excellent decision making to come down, take it to the middle of the floor, find the trailer man, found leading to the basket. That's what you want on a break, and they did a good job that time.
Edom tries to dish it to Miller. The ball ends up in the hands of Rubin, and he hits. Amazing thing about the big men we've seen in this game so far, not only can they run the floor and jam, but they can also hit from three and pass the basketball.
Well, we talked about both teams having really talented players, and that's what you want. You want your guards, your forwards, and your centers to be able to come out here and hustle up and down the floor, and you can't teach hustle, so the players have to have that in them, and it just so happens that you have that on both sides today.
Holmes was whistled for the personal foul right there. That's his second.
Yeah, good. Look at the basket here. Coming up under, finding the open man, not able to get it on the first grab, but keeps with it, able to lay it in off the glass.
J.C. Meyer sticks his third three of the night. He leads the league in three-point shooting here in the NBAL.
He might lead the Bay Area in three-point shooting. He's really hot.
There's a steal by Ferguson. Purnell and Ferguson give and go. Purnell will get a second chance now. Doesn't get it. Holmes has the rebound. Look out, the big fella's running the floor. Miller fouled. Meyer got him.
Well, that looked pretty awesome. You had Big Miller heading to the hoop, and Meyer came over and got a hand on him. But you could tell that he was setting up for another thunderous slam dunk, and Meyer didn't want that to happen. Get a look at the big guy coming down into the lane, and you see Meyer coming across with the foul. So now he'll have to go to the line. He shoots 66% from the line.
Miller hits the first one. He's got 18 now for Logan.
We talked about Miller earlier, one of those players that wants to go to Division I. He was offered a look by UC Riverside, but said no.
19 points now for Miller. Pass underneath to Ferguson, but he shuffles his feet. He was wide open.
Yeah, we talked about before shuffling your feet. You can get away with that in the NBA. Guys like Patrick Ewing have made that famous, but you're not going to get it at the high school level.
Turnover by Logan at the other end. Hampton a little indecisive as he went up. 4:50 to go in the third. Newark up by 3 now. And here comes some full court pressure by Logan.
You didn't see a lot of that to start the second half, but now they're going to try to force some turnovers.
Purnell tries to dish. The ball ends up in the hands of Lands, and he's fouled going up strong. He was going to throw that one down with the right hand.
Yeah, get a good look at him. You can't see what we can see here from the floor, but these players, they love slam dunking the basketball. Saw them in shoot-arounds. Watch them here after the steal. Going to take it hard to the basket, but you see the quick foul there. Anytime you get a chance to slam it home in front of the home crowd, You want to make sure you take advantage of that.
Janelle Rubin with the foul. Lands 0 for 3 from the free throw line. We'll see if that comes back to haunt Newark later on tonight.
Well, only shooting 45% from the free throw line. We saw him stick a basket in the first half. This is just something that the young man has to work on in practice. He's a really good ball player, but free throws are very important.
10 points now for Lance.
Now you watch defense can also cause turnovers. You don't always have to get the steal.
A three that goes up. Holmes comes down with it. Still alive. Kept alive by Edom.
Just playing good defense. Newark has done a really good job getting back into this ball game.
J.C. Meyer with the steal. Lands in the open floor. Logan gets back. Lands tries a quick pass across to Reyna and throws it away.
We were just talking about playing good defense by Newark. They get the steal, come down, and then they get the turnover. So that doesn't help, but you like the idea that they've learned how to get the ball up the court, trying to take it strong to the hole. You just want to see them cut down on the turnovers.
4 minutes to go now in the third. Miller hits the bottom of the net. 21 points for Miller.
See, Miller knows that he's the go-to guy. Anytime they go down, the whole team understands that. Give it to the guy that's hot. Feed him the rock. Let him come away with some points for you.
J.C. Meyer off the front rim. In the open floor, here comes Miller. And he's fouled from behind by Pat Johnson.
Well, Pat Johnson may have just saved us a backboard because Miller was going to take it strong to the hole. 6'6", 215-pounder. He's a senior. Remember, we talked about him being a 4.0 student. Watch him come down strong, getting ready for the slam, but not able to get off because of his defense center.
Miller gets a friendly roll on the first one. He's got 22 points now. Fresh bodies checking in. Very fast-paced game, and both these coaches doing a nice job of keeping their players fresh.
You talked about how the gym is really packed, and they were asking players, actually fans, to scoot in closer when we came into the gym tonight, so humidity also a factor, so substitution will be important.
22nd timeout taken right here by Blake Chong. Newark Memorial still hasn't taken a timeout. Well, if you like this one, we've got more coming at you next week from California High School, the San Ramon Valley Wolves and the California Grizzlies. Watch it live here on Bay TV next week at 7:30. And don't forget the replays of these games at midnight, so if you missed part of it, you can still pick it up. It's going to be a great matchup from the East Bay next week. Well, Friday night high school sports night here on Bay TV. Hope you're enjoying this one.
Yeah,
great ball game so far.
Bay TV's done a good job to showing the games in the Bay Area. This recent poll in Northern California had 6 of the top 10 teams all here from the Bay Area, so really good competition. And Bay TV's doing a good job showcasing as much talent as possible.
Miller heading for 30 on the night. All net on that one. And we are tied up at 41 all. Here comes the full court pressure. James Logan has had kind of a loose full court press going tonight. It looks like they're going to try some trap right here. Newark handles it very well.
You have to come to him.
Reyna in a little bit of trouble, finds Ferguson. Now Reyna from 3. Shot-ching! Big basket for Reyna. Newark back up by 3. Holmes the other way.
Boy, they're just throwing haymakers. One player comes down, knocks down a 3, and then Logan comes right back and gets the 2-point basket.
J.C. Meyer from downtown. Ferguson tried a quick tip, didn't get it. Eladio Eberle comes down with his first rebound of the night for James Logan. Ferguson with the block. Ferguson on the floor, keeps it alive somehow for Newark. Meyer leaves it for Ferguson. Meyer with the tip, can't get it. The ball's still alive, and Ferguson doesn't get it again. Miller comes down with the rebound finally for James Logan.
Boy, what great action by Ferguson, hustling all over the floor, something that you cannot teach. And then keeping his team with a chance to go back to the line. But watch Ferguson coming up here with the block, the hustle, the defense. You have to play that well. And you see Ferguson getting a hand on the shooter. Anytime you can do that, you're always going to make it extremely difficult for the opposition. And you love that in front of the home crowd. Only a junior.
Breather. Newark on the inbound. Purnell underneath. Close to a 3-second call, and that's what we get. 10th turnover by Newark. They lead by 1. Good job by Logan to swarm in the paint that time.
Yeah, they're really aggressive, and Ashmore loves to see that. They come away empty that time, but anytime you see aggressive play, you're always going to make more things happen by being aggressive. And that's what Ferguson gives your ball club.
Ahead, the pass goes to Washington. Washington finds Holmes on the backside. Holmes almost traveled, lands, and Holmes mixing it up. And a foul call after the loose ball, and it's going to be on Holmes, and that will be his 3rd personal foul.
Yeah, lots of banging going on. Anytime you're looking for the rebound or extra baskets, you're going to have contact. It's just a matter of opinion. The official's right there to see it. But you have hustle going on, and Holmes, unfortunately, comes down with another foul.
We'll see if Blake Chon leaves him in the ball game. Looks like they may go to the bench right here. He doesn't want to get that 4th personal foul on his big fella. J.C. Meyer with a 1-point lead for Newark Memorial. Both teams 4-0 in the Mission Valley Athletic League. Something's got to give here tonight. A kicking call. Newark will hang on and get a fresh 35.
Well, Meyer was trying to go one-on-one, and that's okay if you're really fast off the dribble. But what you also like to see are players coming toward the ball, and there was no movement toward the ball, and Logan, with good defense, keeping a body on him, made it really tough to get the pass off.
Manuel Ramos checks in for Holmes now. He's going to have to come up with some big minutes. Look at the 3-point goals. Newark with 6 of them tonight. Purnell doesn't get the roll, and Ramos comes up with a big rebound right after checking into the ball game. Logan can take back the lead now.
Anytime you get a player coming right off the bench into the game, being productive for your ball club, that's always a plus.
Miller trying to shake loose. It's going to be an offensive foul call. Miller pushing his way in. Meyer with good position. He's done a pretty good job on Miller in the second half.
Yeah, that last play, Miller was not in control. Watch him here with the ball. There's good defense there. He needs to recognize that and give the ball up and try to set up in the offense again. But he's been such a hot player today. When you have the hot touch, you always want to have the chance to shoot the ball, and that's what he was looking for.
That's 2 personal fouls on Miller. 15th foul against the Logan Colts. They trail by 1. Newark with the ball under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's Kahari lands up top, leaving it for J.C. Myers. Into the corner it goes to Pat Johnson. Just inside the 3-point line, Johnson doesn't get it. Lance crashing the board, and he will pick up the personal foul.
Yeah, Lance didn't have to do that. Has to be under control. Came through looking at the rebound and not looking at the players that were already in position. So you pick up the cheap foul. They're going to need his production, so he has to play a heads-up ball game for Newark.
It's the 3rd team foul on Newark Memorial. Officials doing a nice job of letting them play here tonight. Very physical ball game.
It's definitely been like a football game.
Nice drive by Edom, but it won't drop. And a foul from behind. I believe it will go on J.C. Meyer.
Well, we talked about the way that they came into the ball game, didn't play very well, but going down inside, that's what got it going for them. They tried to do it again, but then Meyer coming over the back, picking up foul number 3.
Meyer has 15 points, 3 3-pointers tonight.
And they need him to stay in so he can shoot threes for them.
Nice inbound, and Meyer almost picked up another one. Miller takes it back away. Doesn't get the three. The ball out of bounds. Meyer with a very dangerous steal right there. Going for the block. Wow.
Yeah, lots of action. Both teams trying to get going into the transition, and kind of an ill-advised pass, but here comes the block. You see him just get the ball, and that's Meyer playing really well offensively and defensively.
A couple of fresh bodies checking in for Newark. Shot clock is off. Under 15 seconds to go in the third. Logan will hold on for the final shot of the quarter. They trail by 1. Nice drive to the basket. It doesn't drop. The rebound goes to Jason Blanchard, who just checked in for Newark. And Twan Washington tried to return the favor that Newark had done to them in the end of the first half. But he doesn't get it to drop. And at the end of 3, it's 44-43 Newark. 3 quarters of play in the books. We'll turn the page and head for the final chapter after this.
I'm Kathleen Campion with
enthusiasm for both schools. Everybody excited to be on live television tonight throughout the Bay Area, putting on a great show. Kahari lands as we start quarter number 4, doesn't get it. Janelle Rubin, who was sick all week, shook it off. Comes down with the rebound right there. Blake Chong wasn't sure if he was going to even make it today. He told him to stay home as long as he could and rest up. Showed up just before game time, and he's had a pretty good ball game.
Well, the flu has been going around, hitting a lot of people, and even the young athletes, even though they're pretty much resistant to it because they're in such great shape, sometimes it gets the best of you. You have to really make the effort that the young man is making just to show up and play today.
Michael Barrett at the line doesn't get the first one. Barrett, a senior here at Logan, trying to tie it up, and he does. 7:45 to go, and it's 44 all. Hold on to your hat. We've got a good one here at Newark.
Now, rebounding is always very critical, especially when you come to the latter half of the ball game, and the team that's fresh and attacking the board may be the team with the advantage.
Ferguson has his shot partially blocked, but Kahari lands is right there. Offensive board, put back. He's got 12. The lead is 2 for Newark Memorial.
We just talked about being able to bang the boards, getting second and third looks. Newark comes down and does exactly that.
Meyer trying to get an offensive foul. He's playing dangerous with 3. Janau doesn't get it. Michael Barrett with an offensive board for the Colts. Ezra Holmes with a second chance. A third chance, a foul call. This is going to go against Lands.
That was just a situation of being too big and too strong, down inside the middle, crashing the boards, and then you have the smaller guys coming up trying to play good defense, but you're going up against a pretty big-sized guy, so it's going to make it real tough.
Lands with a quick tip away. They gave that personal foul actually to Jason Purnell, his first. So a break right there for Newark. Lands still with 2 personal fouls. Holmes is playing with 3. J.C. Meyer playing with 3 as well right now. 46-44. Newark up by 2. Logan with the ball.
Well, defense is such a game of moving your feet and being in good shape, being conditioned. Newark's really talented, good athletes, well-conditioned players, so you're not going to see too many players in foul trouble.
Pair of steals. Logan with another chance. Janau doesn't get the roll. The tip-in doesn't drop. Ferguson has the rebound for Newark. Lands spinning on Holmes. It doesn't fall.
Oh, wow.
Offensive board by Adrian Kelly. He will go to the line.
Talk about the banging going down inside. Get a look at Lance. Good hustle, good decision-making by Lance. Coming up, trying to play a little bit like Michael Jordan with the spin, 360 up and off the glass. Didn't quite go, but then you see Newark again with the rebound, and then the foul.
Adrian Kelly at the line. The foul went on Ezra Holmes. That's 4 for him.
And Kelly shoots 70% from the free throw line. Knocking down the first one.
Kelly with his first point of the night. It's a 3-point Newark lead.
And we talked about free throws being so important.
Timeout taken right here by James Logan. They trail by 3 with 6:28 to go. Do not go away. We'll be back with the conclusion of tonight's game after this.
Hi everyone, I'm Susan Fashions that will keep you in vogue. It's Monday morning on Bay TV Morning, right here, cable channel 35.
The male emperor penguin of Antarctica balances his unborn offspring on his feet for weeks in sub-zero temperatures. Then, after it hatches, he provides shelter for the chick in a fold of skin and feathers. If the father is unwilling or unable to do this, the chick will not survive. Just a reminder how important it is for fathers to spend time with their children.
Oh yeah, this house is rocking tonight. I want to tell you, it is loud in here.
Well, they're right on top of us, so we can really hear how energized they are.
Kelly gets the second one after the timeout.
Boy, Kelly is ice cold, needing to hit some baskets at the charity stripe. 70% free throw shooter. It'd be easy to come in here and choke, but he knocks them both down. Really big baskets for Newark.
4-point lead now for Newark Memorial.
And you have to think, Dave, that we're going to start seeing more of Miller for Logan because he's done so much for them to keep them at where they are at this point in the ball game. He'll be a focal point.
There he is, but Lands blocks his shot, and a foul call. This could be on Meyer. This would be his 4th. It's going to be either Meyer or Lands. Nope, check it, neither one. It's going to be Pat Johnson. I thought for sure J.C. Meyer was the one tied up. Here he is.
Yeah, they bought a break right there because anytime Miller has the ball, you're going to have to put a body on him, and they save some of the big guys. Miller, now he has to come back and do just what Newark was able to do, knock down some baskets for your team.
Miller has just 1 field goal in the second half, but he's been a perfect 5 for 5 from the free throw line in the second half. Miller with his first miss from the free throw line all night. Meyer with the rebound. 48-45 Newark as we approach the 6-minute mark of this one. Ferguson. Miller tries to take the charge. Kahari Lands with an offensive board. J.C. Meyer with another.
Meyer in the right spot at the right time. Stood there. The rebound came to him. Spotted up. Knocked it down. Excellent position by Meyer.
J.C. Meyer has 17 points. A foul call on Pat Johnson. And it's going to be Michael Barrett who goes to the line now for James Logan.
Starting to become a battle of attrition. Tough play. You get a look here. Logan spotting up, trying to take it down by the baseline. But there's bodies in there for Newark, not giving anything easy. You're going to have to earn it on the road in their home gym.
Barrett rattles the rim, but it doesn't drop. He's 1 of 3 from the line.
He shoots 79% from the line coming into the ball game. So maybe a little bit of the jitters being on the floor of the enemy tonight. It's going to have to knock this one down.
Second one doesn't go either. Kahari Lands with the rebound. His 6th rebound of the night for Newark.
Now Miller's really out here extending that offense. Good defense being played by Logan, really forcing Newark.
This one goes back court. Logan nails the jumper. Darrell Hampton after the turnover.
See, defense makes that happen. You don't always have to steal the ball. If you play good defense, oftentimes don't turn it over. That's what Logan was able to do, and it caused a turnover, which led to the basket. See, here on the replay, oftentimes you think you need to steal a basketball to get it into the hands of your team, but you don't have to do that. If you can just play good defense, oftentimes they'll turn it over on their own.
Logan tightening things up defensively. Purnell with a drive, tries to dish it around Miller, but can't do it. Miller with the steal. He's done it all tonight for James Logan. What a great athlete. Look at the rebounds right now. Newark has really come back. Logan had a big rebounding edge in the first half.
Exactly. We're still seeing the hustle that we saw at the start of the ball game.
Big basket for Janau Rubin.
Well, Rubin has ice in his veins. The sophomore player at 6'2", 175, 14 points per game, and what a big basket.
Second timeout taken by Newark. 50-49. It doesn't get much tighter than this. This has really been a very tight second half.
Yeah, talk about being tight, but that's not what happens on this last basket. Rubin really spikes up, knocks it down.
I want to remind you, next week to check in with us, we'll be at California High School. Another Friday night basketball game, live 7:30 p.m. and watch the replay at midnight. KTV has a Pac-10 doubleheader coming up tomorrow at 1 p.m. Arizona State women taking on Oregon. Then at 3 o'clock, Pac-10 men's conference action with Stanford and Washington. KTV will be courtside, bringing the home teams home.
Well, I've seen a lot of basketball this year at the high school and also college level, and really impressed with the level of competition that we're seeing here in the Bay Area. And these two programs, they're going to make a push for a section championship when the playoffs roll around here in the North Coast section.
No doubt about it. Kahari lands, trying to dish it backdoor. The Colts starting to turn up the heat defensively. Come up with another steal. They trail by 1. Antoine Washington dribbling it up, and he turns it over.
Washington's too good a player to do that. Just had a hand in his face, but he can really break you down with the dribble. That time just a little bit too aggressive, needs to stay composed. His team's going to really need his production. And now you see Logan again extending Newark, trying to keep him outside on the perimeter.
Purnell trying to shake free, gets it across to Reyna. Reyna a little strong on the 3, and the rebound comes into the hands of Darrell Hampton for Logan.
You see what Newark,
this could play out. This could be a free throw contest at the end as the team fouls. So both teams are headed for bonus land.
Yeah, what Newark did wrong in the last basket, you have to come to the rebound. They just stood around and let it come out, and Logan gets it.
Kahari lands with the block on Miller. Miller has only 1 field goal in the second half. J.C. Meyer at the other end shuffles his feet.
You could see that coming. Didn't really have control of the ball during the whole time he was coming down the court.
Here's another look at the block.
Yeah, that's hustle down inside. Always trying to stay on your feet. And you see him getting the block there. Good hustle there by Lands. Played well offensively and defensively. One of the players that we highlighted coming into the ball game. He's a guy that's going to have to step up and play really big here for Newark to pull out this victory.
Foul calls, the pass goes down low. Both teams going to the bread and butter right here.
And a little slow to get up off the ground is Barrett. There's a lot of banging going on here. Really physical contest, making you earn everything. See the nice pass inside. You see the contact there on the attempt. So he'll go to the line where he shoots 79%. Really important time to knock down your free throws.
Michael Barrett, one of the best free throw shooters on the team, is just 1 of 4 so far tonight, now 2 of 5. He's got 6 points, and we're tied up at 50 apiece.
You know, a lot of times kids want to come out and shoot the long ball in practice, and free throws are something that you can never take for granted.
We had a great finish last week. It looks like we're going to have another one tonight. 51-50 now. Logan up by 1. There's your timeouts remaining. Newark's done a good job of hanging on to theirs. 3 minutes to go now. Logan up by 1. Kahari lands on a drive. Gets the roll. Lands goes for the steal. Doesn't get it. Miller dishing it across. Barrett, no. Holmes, yes.
Excellent hustle by Holmes off the boards, 5 rebounds per game. Also averaging 8 points, 6'5", 210-pound senior. One of the biggest rebounds of the night for his ball club. Well, you get the impression that either one of these ball clubs could just run away with it at any moment because they're so athletic.
Lands in and out. Barrett with the board, his third. Very active here in the fourth quarter. Michael Barrett. Logan with a 1-point lead as we approach the 2-minute mark. Holmes rejected by Land. Get that out of here.
With authority. I told you, putting a hand on the guy with the ball will be important down the stretch of the ball game. And watch the shot blocking ability. You're going to see more of that by that young guy.
Holmes takes the inbound, can't finish. Out of bounds it goes. It's going to stay with Logan.
Well, everything's being contested. Doesn't matter who you are. You have to know that you're going to get banged around when you're going for the rebound. You have to know that. Box out and try to get the rebound and get it out to another player so that way you don't get it knocked away.
Logan uses their final 22nd timeout of the contest with 1:47 to go. They lead it by 1. What a ball game here at Newark Memorial. And it hasn't gotten any quieter in this gymnasium, Charlton.
Well, you know, both coaches, we talked to them before the start of the game. They're both 4-0 in the league. This game is so important when we come to playoffs. You can look back at this ball game and say the team that won this game will most likely be the team that goes on to win the league. Why is that? Because they're both well-balanced, and anytime you have that type of competition on the floor at one time, you're always going to have someone get the emotional advantage, and that's what we're seeing right now. Both teams very well prepared, rebounding, playing offense well, and transition game is really impressive too.
Logan up by 1. Holmes takes the inbound. Great move! Ezra Holmes.
That's what you want. Take it quick to the hole, get it in off the rebound, go right to the glass. If you don't get the basket, you at least get the foul. That time he was lucky, got the basket.
Newark now in a little bit of a hole here in the fourth quarter. J.C. Meyer. He'd like the 3. And he gets it! Fading away with Miller in his face. His fourth 3 make that of the night.
Yeah, Meyer came into the contest, knocking down 28 3-point baskets, and that was very big for his ball club.
Before the shot, a foul on Newark. We're tied up at 55 apiece. J.C. Meyer has 20 points now.
Boy, this is like a heavyweight fight. You watch him spot up for the 3. Now, there's a hand in his face. You want that on defense, but how can you stop a guy that's used to knocking down 3s from outside like that? It's very difficult to do, giving his team the big lift here at home. But now Logan comes back, gets the foul. They'll go to the line, but Barrett shoots again, 79% from the line.
Barrett hits the first one. He's made 3 in a row.
And we talked about the free throw shooting being very crucial coming up on the end of this ball game.
Barrett right around his season average with 8 points, now 9. He's hit 4 in a row from the line. Logan back up by 2.
Now let's see who can hold on to the ball and not panic under the pressure.
Meyer doesn't get the roll. Lands doesn't get the tip. A tie-up, the possession arrow will favor Logan. The Newark coaches timeout with 57 seconds to go. It's 57-55 Logan. Oh, what a ball game. 57-55 Logan. Crowd has been standing most of this fourth quarter. And with good reason. Craig Ashmore actually took that timeout. I believe I said Logan took the timeout, but they still have one left. Newark has one full and 1:20 left as we go under a minute.
And Newark's trying to press, trying to force the turnover by Logan. They have to be patient and try to set up their offense.
And they don't have to foul. The shot clock will come into play here. In past years, you'd be able to hold on for the entire minute and draw the fouls. Janau on a drive. Doesn't get it. Newark has it quickly ahead to Meyer. Meyer doesn't finish. Tried to slam. Lands comes down with the ball, and they're going to call goaltending on J.C. Meyer. Oh, he would have brought down the house if he could have got the slam right there.
He had the right idea, wanted to come down into the paint and slam it down with a thunder dunk, but not able to get it. Boy, you hate to see that type of a look and not being able to convert on the slam dunk. Just kind of ran out of strength. Has the ability to get up and above the rim, but not able to do it on this last play. And boy, really missed a big opportunity for Newark High School.
And that's a tough call right there. I believe that Meyer was just trying to keep himself from getting hurt because he knew players were running underneath him. And right now, Miller will get 2 free throws, and then Logan will have the ball.
Looks like we're going to get a timeout here. The officials are over here talking to the table. And remember, Miller shoots 66% from the line.
Not tonight. He's 7 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Doesn't get the first one. Don't go away just yet. Even if he makes this one, Newark can tie the game with a 3. Problem is, Logan's going to have the basketball coming out of this technical foul.
Yeah, it's really hard to see a technical foul call this late in the ball game.
Miller sinks the second one. 25 points for Mark Miller. Now the big play coming up, a 20-second timeout. Well, here's the situation in the Mission Valley Athletic League. Both teams are sitting at 4-0. There they are with identical 14-4 records overall. Kennedy and American trying to stay in the hunt, but this is a huge game here tonight. Just 24 seconds to go, or Newark will suffer their first league loss.
Yeah, you're seeing the best 2 teams that this league has to offer. Really good competition.
Next week we'll have more action for you. San Ramon Valley in California. That one coming at you live from California High School. The inbound pass taken by Barrett, and they foul him quickly. Barrett's hit 4 in a row from the free throw line.
This is one of those situations again where Barrett shoots 79% coming into the ball game. This is a pressure attempt too because he's on the road and
get the ball into the hands of their best free throw shooter on the season. Tonight he's 5 of 8.
That's coaching, making sure that your players know who the go-to guy is.
Got the first one. That makes it a 2-possession game with just 22 seconds left. Newark down by 4, 59-55. Barrett hits them both. The lead is 5.
He is ice cold from the line.
Lands will dribble the length of the floor. Doesn't get it. Miller has the rebound for Logan, and they foul him from behind. Tough fourth quarter for Newark Memorial.
And isn't it so ironic that Miller was the guy that came into this gym for Logan, established himself off the board, scored a lot of points for Logan, and now who's the guy that comes down with the biggest rebound of the night for Logan? It's Miller. You know, he talked about wanting to go to a Division I school, a 4.0 GPA.
Miller doesn't get the first one.
Even though you want to see him knock down the rebounds for Logan, boy, he might be the MVP in my book, Dave.
Miller doesn't get either. Under 10 seconds now. Purnell from 3. doesn't get it. Under 5 seconds. Logan comes down with a board. They've done it.